Okay, at some point, every kid becomes so obsessed with a superhero that they actually start thinking, yeah, I could totally beat that guy. Like, we generally believe we are one tragic backstory away from getting powers and saving the universe. Well, that was me, and all of the superheroes I could have picked, I choose Spider-Man. Yeah, your friendly neighborhood dumbass. Now keep in mind this was back in early 2000s, the internet wasn't really a thing for me. No YouTube, no Netflix, no Disney Plus, no hey Siri show me something to jerk off in HD. If I wanted to watch something, I had to physically go outside, find a shop and buy those 700 MB CDs. And let me tell you, if you don't know what a 700 MB CD is, congratulations, you are young and full of hope. But back then those CDs were gold, and collecting them was a full-time hobby. So one day I heard about this movie called Spider-Man, and I instantly became a fan without even watching it. Yeah, I don't know how that makes sense either. Maybe someone described it to me like it was a religious experience, or maybe I saw Spider-Man on the cover and my brain just went, yep, that's my whole personality now. I can't remember if I bought the CD myself or borrowed it from a cousin who probably stole it from another cousin, but eventually I got my hands on it. Now to be clear, I'm not talking about these new age Spider-Man, not Spider-Man Far From Home, Far From School, No Way Home, Lost on the Way Home, whatever. I'm talking about real Spider-Man, the one who shoots webs out of his body, not with some tiny little Chinese Bluetooth machine he built in a school lab. That was my Spider-Man. I don't remember the exact first time I watched it, but I do remember watching it again and again. And again and again. It became a ritual. Every time someone came over to the house, the first thing I did was force them to watch Spider-Man with me. Hey, welcome, sit down. We are watching Spider-Man or get the fuck out of my house. So yeah, I became obsessed. I was thinking about Spider-Man 24/7, talking about him, daydreaming about swinging around my neighborhood and kicking thieves in the ass. When I was a kid, I lived in this house, and that's why in the cartoon version, the house looks like this. And my favorite place to hang out was the rooftop. Why? Because no one could see me up there if I was doing something weird like talking to my dog or planning to become a superhero. And that's when the idea hit me. I was sitting on that cold ass roof and my little brain went, what if it's actually possible to become a Spider-Man? Like, what if all you had to do was get bit by a spider and boom, web slinging badass? But then I had this slightly smarter brain and he said, okay genius, if it was possible, how come nobody else has done it? Valid point. But then my little brain jumped in and said, well, maybe someone did become Spider-Man, but we just didn't hear about it because, you know, no internet, and because of no internet, we have no WhatsApp and Twitter. That logic somehow made perfect sense to me. So yeah, that was it. My life goal was now set. I wanted to become Spider-Man. And seriously, I'm not joking, I actually went out and started catching spiders and letting them bite me. Sure, they were not those fancy radioactive ones from the movies, they were more like dusty, gray, ugly-ass house spiders, but whatever, I didn't care, I just wanted to become Spider-Man. And finally, one spider actually bit me. And instead of crying and telling my mom, I became happy. And that night, I kept looking in the mirror waiting for any changes in my body. Come on, baby, give me abs or give me death. But nothing happened. I stared at myself for hours like something was gonna change. Maybe I would wake up with abs or sticky hands or at least better math skills, but nope, still the same dumbass face. I told myself maybe tomorrow, these things take time. I even imagined showing up to the school the next day and webbing my math teacher to the ceiling, but the next morning, still same shitty body. No webs, no six packs, no crime fighting erection, just sad, horny disappointment like what the fuck. But I didn't give up. My little brain said, wait, maybe you did become Spider-Man, but your body just forgot to change, like some kind of internet glitch. So maybe I had the powers and I just had to unlock them first. So first I tried shooting webs from my wrist, but nothing happened. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's different than the movie. Maybe my version of Spider-Man has different powers, like crawling on the walls or jumping off roofs or, I don't know, dodging school bullies. Then I tried crawling. Didn't work. Maybe it looked like I was humping the wall in the slow motion, but no worries, time to move to phase 2. So I went with the jumping test. Now I didn't jump off my house roof because I wasn't that dumb. Instead, I went to the garage roof. And here is the cartoon version, and here is me being a complete idiot. Now maybe you are thinking why I choose this roof. Because next to it was a small canal, like a little stream of water. And my logic was, if I do become Spider-Man midair, I will just swing to safety, but if I don't, the water will break my fall. I sat on the roof for what felt like forever, just hyping myself up, like I was about to save the universe, when really I was just about to bruise my tailbone. I kept telling myself, bro, this is your moment. You have watched the movie 87 times. You have let a spider bite you. This is destiny. So I jumped. Now the plan was to leap off the roof, grab the tree branch next to the garage and swing like a dumbass. But what actually happened was a weak ass jump straight into the water. Didn't swing, didn't grab a branch, barely missed cracking my skull. At first I was just happy I didn't die, but then I realized I'm not Spider-Man. I am just a dumb kid who let a house spider bite him and jumped off the roof into a dirty canal water. And now instead of fighting crime, I had to go back to fighting life, poverty, society, and my annoying little brother. Then I remembered something someone once told me. I don't remember who, maybe it was my dad or maybe some random dude in the street, but he said, if you do something with full faith, you will succeed. But if you do it with doubt, you will fail. And I was like, what the fuck? You mean to tell me the only thing missing from my dumb superhero experiment was faith? So back to the roof I went. This time I didn't need motivation, I needed faith. And I do remember praying like, dear God, please make me Spider-Man or something. I can't fight the real world. I can't do my homework. And this time I didn't aim for the water. This time I knew I had the power because I had motivation and faith. So I jumped. No! And I don't remember exactly what happened next. It's all kind of a blur, but I do remember two things. One, I twisted my ankle. Two, my mom beat my ass with a slipper while crying. And my dad gave me that disappointed stare like, why the fuck did I make this child?